Okay. Is audio video clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I think the last part of discussion was stopping side distance. So I'm discussing about stopping side distance. This is my first type of side distance. First is stopping side distance. So first is S S T. So it is a stopping side distance. So from its name, stopping, stopping side distance. So here side distance for stopping is stopping side distance. So basically the stopping side distance will be defined as, listen carefully, stopping side distance. So basically stopping side distance means side distance for stopping. So if a vehicle is moving, so you just understand from this concept that here our vehicle is moving, here our driver is sitting, here our driver is sitting. So basically this is our vehicle and this is an obstruction or an object. So here our driver see, if he traveling on road, he observe or he see a cow is, you generally observe this thing in your college time, that when you drive your bike from the road, then you see many cows or many animals will coming on your road. So when a cow is come on road, you just see, you are the driver of your motorcycle, you just see that a cow is come on road or on a particular stretch. So basically you see the cow, that means you see the object, that means you see the obstacle. You do not want to collide with this object or this cow. You do not want your collision with this cow or this object. This is the general perception or this is the general thinking of a driver, of any driver, not you. This is the general perception or general observation of any driver. So basically, our stopping side distance is the minimum distance which is visible to a driver ahead to safely stop a vehicle traveling at design speed without collision at any without collision with any other obstruction or object is termed as stopping side distance. So basically stopping side distance is the side distance I already discussed. Side distance is the minimum distance which is available for a driver to or for any instant of time. Basically side distance is the minimum distance which is available for a driver at any instant of a time. Here I add one different word or a separate word which is stopping. So basically here my main focus is to stop our vehicle. So basically stopping side distance is the side distance which is available for a driver or which is generally visible to a driver to safely stop his vehicle which is traveling at a design speed or any particular speed. Suppose here a driver which is moving with 80 kilometer per hour. Suppose I also drive motorcycle. My motorcycle will traveling with 80 kilometer per hour. Think someone traveling with me, but When he came parallel to me, he observed sir is also traveling. So he just slow down his speed. So he is moving with 65 kilometer per hour. So he is moving behind me. So he is moving behind me. So he is moving with his speed or her speed. His speed is 65 kilometer per hour. He also see that a cow or any object is ahead. So this is basically the side distance for him. This is the side distance for me. But here I observe my speed is different because my speed is 80 kilometer per hour. His speed is 65 kilometer per hour. He also wants to stop. He also wants to stop his vehicle. He also wants to stop his vehicle because he also do not want to collision with this cow or this object. I also want to stop my vehicle. I also want to stop my vehicle and do not want to collision with this cow. So basically, also side distance applicable in my case, also side distance applicable in your case. Which side distance? Stopping side distance. So basically, the stopping side distance is the minimum distance which is visible for a driver ahead. Ahead means आगे. Ahead to safely stop a vehicle traveling at design speed. How design speed come in picture? I discuss in due course of time. So basically, the minimum distance visible to a driver ahead to safely stop a vehicle traveling at design speed without collision with any other obstruction. Object or obstruction will be anything is termed as stopping side distance. So it is clear to everyone what is stopping side distance.
Yes, sir.
Basically,
Yes, sir.
okay. Basically, a stopping side distance is the minimum side distance which is visible for a driver ahead to the road surface or ahead on the road surface to safely stop his or her vehicle traveling at a design speed without collision with any other obstruction or any other object is termed as SST. Also, SST is known as also there is another name given to SST. Its another name is absolute minimum side distance. Its other name is absolute. ABSOLUTE. Absolute minimum. Absolute minimum side distance. Absolute minimum side distance. Absolute minimum side distance. And next one is non-passing side distance. Non-passing non-passing side distance. So you all remember this two name also for stopping side distance. Stopping side distance is also known as absolute minimum side distance because among all the side distance I already discussed five types of side distance: stopping side distance, overtaking side distance, intermediate side distance, headlight side distance, and side distance for uncontrolled intersection. So basically, among all the side distance, stopping side distance is minimum. The value of SSD, that means stopping side distance, is minimum. So its value comes out to be minimum. So its name given as absolute minimum side distance. Next one is non-passing side distance. Basically, we have no any option available to overtake the side distance. So it is also termed as non-passing side distance or absolute minimum side distance. So how absolute minimum side distance come in picture? Basically, among all the side distance, the value of stopping side distance is minimum. So its name also given as absolute minimum side distance. Next one is non-passing side distance because we have no any option available to overtake the side distance. So it is also termed as non-passing side distance. So you see these things in your PDF basically. This is my side distance. So basically the minimum distance visible to a driver ahead to safely stop a vehicle traveling at design speed without collision with any other obstruction is known as SST. Next one is, it is also termed as absolute minimum side distance or non-passing side distance. How and why it is known as absolute minimum and non-passing side distance I already discussed. Because it is known as absolute minimum side distance because among all the side distance, stopping side distance value comes out to be least. So it is also known as absolute minimum side distance. Non-passing side distance means we have no any option available to overtake this side distance because we have no any option. Because if I traveling from this road, I see here a tree is falling, so we have no any option to overtake this. We have no any option to overtake this. So basically, for safely or for safety point of view, for me or for the driver of this vehicle, he wants to stop his vehicle from collision with this tree or this pole, this electrical pole, or from this cow or this obstruction, or obstruction may be anything. So basically, we have no any option available to overtake or surpass this side distance. So its name called as non-passing side distance. So I think for side distance, everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. Next one is different factors which affect stopping side distance. I already discussed different factors which affect side distance. Now I move towards first type of side distance, which is a stopping side distance. Basically, stopping side distance is the minimum distance which is visible to a driver traveling at a design speed without collision with any other obstruction which is available on the road. This is known as stopping side distance. The stopping side distance is also termed as absolute minimum side distance. And next one, what I discuss, stopping side distance is also termed as non-passing side distance. Why its name is given as absolute minimum side distance and how its name given as non-passing side distance, I already discussed. So there are different factors which affect stopping side distance. First one is total reaction of the driver. Can anyone say? I think I want answer from your sides. So basically, factors factors. Everyone ready with your answer? I want this answer from your side. Factors affecting. Do not Google or any other things. You just think from your side that what are the different factors which affect your stopping side distance, because these things are very practical and you observe in your day-to-day life. So if you do not think about these things, then your brain do not develop. If you Google all the things, then what happened? Factors affecting side distance. So just think from your side. What are the different factors which affect stopping side distance? So there are different factors which affect stopping side distance. Stopping side distance, you already know. That means it is the distance which is visible to a driver to stop his vehicle from collision with any object. This is stopping side distance. So what are the different factors which affect stopping side distance? So can anyone say what are the different factors which affect stopping side distance?
Sir,
Speed, sir.
braking
Okay.
Sir,
efficiency,
Okay,
speed.
okay. Just one by one. I think Rohit say, sir, braking efficiency. So I think he has observed that if our braking efficiency is more, that means if I travel from a vehicle which braking efficiency is more, so just I applying the brake, our wheels are fully locked or prevent from me or from the driver or from him to collide with the obstacle or from the object. So I think he think well that sir, first point is braking efficiency. So I think Rohit observed that sir, our braking efficiency, B RAKING, braking efficiency. So good, Rohit, your answer is absolutely correct. Braking
Sir,
efficiency.
visibility of driver.
Okay. I think Dharni says sir, visibility. Okay, I write down this thing also. Braking efficiency. Dharni says sir, braking efficiency So he say next one is visibility. Okay, FICIENC.
मोबाइल वगैरह पे बात बात करता होगा, उस पे भी तो हो सकता है सर।
Okay, next one is saying sir mobile phone and any other thing. Okay, so on. Carry on. Next.
सर रिएक्शन
Sir,
Okay.
रिएक्शन
mental
टाइम सर
condition of
किस
the driver.
Okay, okay. Anyone says sir mental position or mental capability of a driver, visibility of a driver, mental
Condition of tires, sir.
visibility. Okay. And someone saying
फ्रिक्शन सर, फ्रिक्शन।
okay. Someone saying sir friction. Okay. I write all the things.
सर रिएक्शन टाइम सर किस मोमेंट पे हम ब्रेक अप्लाई करेंगे सर, उस पर डिपेंड करें।
Okay. I think you all apply your brain. This is good sign for you all. But all the answer you saying all are correct. So someone saying sir braking efficiency, someone saying sir mental visibility, mental ability, someone saying sir visibility, someone saying sir if driver is using his or her mobile phone, then also our sight distance got affected because my all minds are on my mobile phone. My parents or my mother or my friends saying me, so go there, go where, so my all minds will be there, so my bike will collide with the obstacle, so because I am not on road, so this is also condition. So someone saying sir friction friction between our road and tire, someone saying sir friction, someone saying sir reaction time, that means these all things will affect friction. I want one answer from your side also because one answer is left.
स्पीड ऑफ द व्हीकल सर।
Okay, someone saying sir speed of vehicle. Good. Someone saying speed of vehicle. So I already discussed these things because I say by taking my example also that I traveling with 80 kilometer per hour and someone is traveling with 60 kilometer per hour. So just I apply brake by because I have less distance available because my vehicle is from 80 kilometer per hour, someone vehicle is 40 kilometer per hour. So just I apply brake, my vehicle will be get skid or slip because I discuss all the things in your cross section elements. So someone saying sir design speed or speed, so this is absolutely correct. One answer is left. So can anyone say
सर हाइट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट।
Quality of road.
Reaction time.
okay, okay, design speed, someone saying reaction time. So I club mental visibility
The
mobile.
quality of road.
Okay, okay, just
सर रोड डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में या अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में?
okay, okay, so mental visibility mobile phone, these are things I include in reaction time because all these things will affect your reaction time. Because if one driver become old, example your grandfather drive his vehicle only with a speed of 30 or 40 kilometer per hour, he do not drive his speed with 90 kilometer or 100 kilometer per hour because he know that he is very old, so he do not drive his vehicle or his bike with 90 or 100 kilometer per hour. But we are young, so we drive our vehicle. So these all things will come in reaction time. Also, some factor driver skill. These all things you already say. Next one, someone saying what? I think Sandeep is saying, sir. What you Sandeep you say?
सर जहाँ पे हम लोग को ब्रेक लगाना वहाँ पे मतलब रोड सर डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में हम लोग लगा रहे हैं या अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में, तो वहाँ पे हम
Okay,
स्टॉपिंग
okay,
साइड डिस्टेंस।
okay, okay. Someone saying, sir, gradient. Okay, okay. You mute from your side. Someone is saying sir gradient of the road, that means I drive our vehicle on flat or I drive our vehicle on horizontal curve or I drive our vehicle on vertical curve, so this is gradient of road. So these are different factors which affect our sight distance. So these are different factors which affect our sight distance. First one is braking efficiency. So basically, if braking efficiency is good, so our we require minimum sight distance because if we apply brake on our vehicle and on our vehicle brake do not apply, so just it collide with the obstacle or just it collide with the object. So we want some of braking efficiency. So also we do not want 100% braking efficiency, because you already know if braking efficiency, that means if your value of NB becomes, because braking efficiency, if it is denoted as NB, N for efficiency, B for braking. So if your braking efficiency is equal to 100%, if your braking efficiency is 100%, then you feel if you just apply your braking efficiency means 100%. That means this is your wheel or this is your tire of your bike. This is your brake shoe. This is your brake shoe. So just when you traveling with a speed of 100 kilometer or 80 kilometer or 90 kilometer per hour, when you apply your brake and if your braking efficiency is 100%, then what happen? Then your wheels or tires are fully locked. Then your wheels or tires are fully locked, and the rotation of your vehicle or the rotation of this tire will be stopped. So when your rotation is fully stopped, that means Rm is equal to 0 because your braking efficiency is 100%. So when Rm is equal to 0, when your Rm is equal to 0 because your braking efficiency is 100%, that means just by applying the brake, your wheels are fully locked. Your wheels are fully locked with this brake shoe, because this brake shoe will catch your wheels. So your rotational movement will stop. And when your rotational movement will stop, then rotational movement is sudden comes out to be 0. But translational movement translational movement is not 0. Translational movement will be happen for some distance. I already discussed these things. But when rotational movement is 0 and translational movement is not 0, translational movement is occur, then pure skidding will occur. Then your pure skidding will occur. So we do not want also skidding or slipping in our vehicle. So just we want not 100% braking efficiency in our vehicle. So we just want just 70% braking efficiency, because you already observed if braking efficiency in 100%, then pure skidding case is developed and our problem will not solve, because this is another case of our accident. When pure skidding or pure slipping will occur, our vehicle or vehicle driver will got skid or got slip, so he damage his hand, his leg, or many things. So we do not want braking efficiency of 100%. So this is one of the factors which affect our stopping side distance. Next one is someone saying sir, mental visibility or driver skill, many things. So basically this is the case of reaction time of a driver. So I also discussed these things, but reaction time. So basically this is a time, reaction time. So basically reaction time is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to a driver to instant brakes are applied effectively. So just I discussed these things, do not worry. Next one is friction. So basically when friction between the road and tires is more, so just you observe here, when the friction between roads and tires is more, here you see more contact area. So just here you see if the here our vehicle is moving in this direction, so moment is in this direction, so friction occur in this direction. So basically if the friction between road and tires is more, then what happen? If friction is more, then can anyone say if friction is more, then what happen? If friction is more, then stopping side distance required is less or more?
Less, sir.
Okay.
less.
Okay. If the friction between our road or tire surface is more, then we require small or less stopping side distance. If our friction is less, then we require more side distance. This is also related with these things. I take example here. When you are moving with 100 kilometer per hour, then I already discussed this thing. When you are moving with 100 kilometer per hour, then a small area or a small surface of tire will come contact with your road surface. When one person which are moving with just 25 kilometer per hour, then more tire area or more tire surface will be came with your this pavement surface. So here contact area is more. This is a case of 90 100 kilometer per hour. If your bike is moving with 100 kilometer per hour and one person bike is moving with 25 kilometer per hour, so the person which bike is moving with 25 kilometer per hour, he drive his vehicle slowly, so more contact area of his or her tire is with the road surface or with the pavement. But if someone driving his bike or his vehicle from 100 kilometer per hour, then a small section of area will come in contact with the road surface, because if more contact area will come with the road surface, then more friction will be applied. So he do not able to drive his vehicle with 100 kilometer or 110 kilometer or 120 kilometer per hour. So basically, during high speed, the contact area between the tire and road pavement is less. So basically here friction is also less, because contact area is less. So here friction is less. So you already observe for high speed vehicle, IRC also give a table between speed and coefficient of friction. So this topic comes in stopping side distance. So I discussed these things. So basically, if your friction is less, then your design speed or speed is more. So when your speed is more, we require more stopping side distance. So I discussed these things. Do not worry. Next one is design speed. I discussed these things also. Gradient of road. So basically gradient of road will also affect your stopping side distance. So just I take first factor. First one is reaction time. First one is total reaction time. Total reaction time. I already discussed what are the different factors which affect stopping side distance. So first factor is total reaction time of the driver. Second factor is your design speed. Third factor is your braking efficiency. Fourth factor is your friction between roads and tire. Fifth factor is your uh, gradient of the road. So total reaction time of the driver. Total reaction time of the driver. Reaction time of the driver. Can anyone say what do you mean by total reaction of the driver? From you all, can anyone say what do you mean by? Okay, can someone saying something? Okay, say what do you mean by total reaction of the driver? Can anyone say what do you mean by total reaction time of the driver? Basically, this is a time. Basically, this is a time.
सर
Hmm.
सर ब्रेक लेने में जितना टाइम लगा पहले सोचने में कि
सर
अप्लाई हो जाएगा सर ब्रेक।
Okay, okay.
सर ऑब्जेक्ट देखने के बाद से लेके जब तक ब्रेक न लगाए तब तक का टाइम
Okay,
फिर
someone.
डिसीजन मेकिंग में जितना टाइम लगाएगा उसको रिएक्शन
Okay,
टाइम।
okay. Someone saying something. So basically, reaction time. Just observe this formula. Formula not. Observe this definition. Basically, reaction time is the time taken. Uh, just observe carefully this definition. Basically, the total reaction time of the driver is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to the driver to the instant brakes are applied effectively. This time is known as total reaction time of the driver. So basically, if you observe, this is our vehicle, and here is our driver who is sitting in this vehicle, and here is an obstacle. Something, here is an obstacle. So basically reaction time, here time is indicating. So basically the reaction time is the time, reaction time is the time taken from the instant here the driver is see, first driver is moving with his 100 kilometer or 90 kilometer per hour. He's driving his four-wheeler with 100 or 90 kilometer per hour, and also listening the music of Badshah and Honey Singh. Then he came. Then he came here by traveling some distance. Then he came here by traveling some distance. He came here. Then he see some obstacle, some object, or some abstraction will came. Then first observe the driver or the person is moving in his vehicle. If he came here, here he do not see anything because his sight line is not that much to see, or his sight distance is that not much to see the object or obstacle. Here he came and then he realized or he observed something is ahead on the road. So by seeing the object or obstacle, the driver or the person who is sitting in the vehicle will first observe the obstacle. So after observing the obstacle, he think what he think, that he have to apply the brake. If he do not apply the brake, then his vehicle or his car will collide with the obstacle, and the vehicle or he also got damaged, or he or his vehicle also got hospitalized. So basically the time, the time he takes during these actions, which action? The driver will see the obstacle. After seeing the obstacle, he do not suddenly apply the brake, because many thought process will come in his mind. Because driver will see the object, then many thought process comes in his brain. That first he see that here is a bump, here is a bump, or here is a breaker, speed breaker. So just he realize the height of a speed breaker is less, so I just succeed this speed breaker. If he see there is a cat, so he know something, but he knows some, I think some, what technical name is given to these things. So superstition things, that if cat is available on the road surface, then some superstitious thought come in his mind. So basically the time taken by the driver, after seeing the object, and then the apply, and then he apply the brake. So basically he takes some time. That time is known as reaction time of the driver. So basically reaction time of the driver is the time taken from the instant the object or the obstacle, or here is an object, the object on an obstacle is seen to the driver, and then he apply the brake. So before applying the brake, many thought process comes in his mind. Basically, this thought process is further divided into different components. So basically, your total reactions is further divided into different components. First components is perception, is PT. First component is PT, perception time. Second component is intellection time. Second component is intellection time. Basically, our IRC say the reaction time of a driver is 2.5 seconds. Reaction time of a driver is 2.5 seconds. So in between 2.5 seconds, these all things will happen. That means driver will perceive the thing, then he intellectual the things, then he got emotion. So basically T is equal to 2.5 seconds. So first component of reaction time is perception time. Second one is intellection time. Third one is emotion times. Third one is emotion time, and D point is VT, violation time. So basically our IRC suggests a theory which is known as PEEB theory, PIEB, PEEB theory, PIEB, PEEB theory. And these PEEB theory are based on reaction time of a driver. So basically PEEB theory is related with your reaction time. P for perception, I for intellection, E for emotions, and V for violation. So I just is it visual to everyone? Is it visual to everyone? Okay. So basically you okay. So basically you all observe here what you all observe here. Factors which governing a stopping side distance. First one is total reaction of the driver. Total reaction of the driver is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to the driver to the instant brakes are applied effectively. The total reaction time is further divided into different components. First one is perception time, second one is intellection time, third one is emotion time, and next one is your violation time. So basically perception time is the time required for the sensation received by the eye or ears of the driver to transmit to the brain, to the nervous system and spinal cord. So just you observe, these all things are very practical. I think remaining meeting time is 1.09 minutes, so I stop here. So if anyone have any problem, please share with me, or I proceed from this topic in our next class. If anyone have any problem, please share with me. So I think Madhusudan Hambrom.
Yes, sir.
Can you say what are the different factors which affect stopping side distance? What are the different factors which affect stopping side distance? Because I discuss all the factors of stopping side distance which affect it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just
Braking
tell.
efficiency,
Okay.
design speed, gradient
Okay.
of road,
Okay. Next. Next.
reaction time,
Okay. You see here the total reaction time of the driver first. Second one is your design speed. Third one is your braking efficiency.